Hi, brothers and sisters. So I got to thinking about a lot of things that are happening in the world and just wanted to have a chat with you guys. Nothing set in stone. I just want to share some things with you guys. So earlier I was talking with Sherry on the phone and I was telling her about one of my dreams. And it was about my friend and her husband. And then I got to telling her about one of my other dreams with my friend and her husband where they had a baby. And I was at their house in the dream. They had a baby, and her husband had my friend Amanda, the one that I mentioned sometimes. When I dream about her, she means love, but she has a husband named Harley. Anyway, Harley had taken the baby and had dressed the baby in 4th of July clothes. And he was going to take the baby to Walmart. And I said, "Oh, no, hold on a minute. We got to change these babies' clothes. That just looks really tacky." So I walk over to the closet and I open the closet and I look inside the closet and I saw all these baby clothes and every single one of them was 4th of July. And I said, "Oh my goodness, what is this, like some kind of sale we went to?" And so I found this white towel and I undressed the baby, laid the baby in there, pinned a white towel around it. And that was the end of the dream. Now, I've seen other people's dreams too, probably like a year ago, or maybe around the same time, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, maybe 10. But I've seen a few dreams where people were talking about, in their dreams, they were wearing a wedding dress made of red, white, and blue, like an American flag. And other people were wearing this too. They were dressed in red, white, and blue, but they were going to the wedding. And lots of references to 4th of July, guys. This is all, I was thinking about all this today, right? Well, then I went over and I was checking out, I happened to stumble upon Brother Chad Crawford's dream about 6 months ago. And he has a lot of prophetic dreams, you guys. Anyway, one of the titles of his videos was called Six Fires, 4th of July, Proliferation, Treaty, and Rocks Bottoms, or something like that. I can't remember, but I started to watch it. And in there, he was talking about there were 6 campfires, and it was like 4th of July in the sky, and he heard a voice say Proliferation Treaty. Now, a proliferation treaty is a treaty among nations or between nations that they sign a treaty to nuclear disarm that country, that there's no more nuclear weapons. And what is Trump trying to do right now with North Korea? They almost canceled the summit with his meeting with them, and he was telling them to, some kind of agreement or whatever to give up, like, nuclear weapons. And that right there kind of bothered me. And then, too, I had this dream the night before or last when I woke up from a nap. No, it wasn't the night before last. It was not today. Yesterday afternoon, I woke up from a nap. And in the dream, I was with Amanda, my friend Amanda, and Harley again. Excuse me, you guys. It is so windy here today and dusty. But Amanda and Harley were there, and it was like I was in this desert area, and I was standing on the cliff of this deep gorge, and it was rocky, and it felt like, I don't know, the Western days maybe. And there was this wooden structure there, and this bomb, this old metal, probably looked like one of the first bombs that dropped from a plane in existence, was there. It was being made. There were workers there, and I was standing there with Amanda and Harley, and I was watching these workers, and they were putting the outside shell on this bomb, and they had other bombs lined up, but the outer shell had not been finished yet. They were still putting it on and shining out the metal. It looked like one of those torpedoes is what they looked like a shape of a torpedo bomb. And I started talking with some random person, and they were telling me that Harley, who in my dreams represents the Lord, Harley had murdered this woman and thrown her way, way back, deep, thrown her body deep down into this deep gorge. And I said, well, maybe we could go look for the body, because in my flesh I was like, oh my gosh. And the lady said, no, this body, you'll never be able to reach it. It is so far down there, nobody would ever be able to reach it or pull it out. And I remember thinking, not even if you took like a tow truck or one of those emergency vehicles with a winch on it, you know, because I used to go along with my uncle in tow truck. He used to work with the police department in the mountainous areas, and man, he'd have to put his winch way down into canyons to pull out bodies and cars and stuff like that. And in the dream, I was thinking, wow, not even for that? It's so far. That's far. And so when I was telling that to Sherry, I was thinking, oh my goodness, he murdered the woman. Okay, the woman is America. And he murdered her and threw her down into the bottomless pit. Okay, whatever you want to call it. You'll never retrieve her. It's almost going to happen. Okay? Because remember, I had the dream that the Lord backhanded this woman in the face, and she flew onto her back. And then I seen a military tank, and I seen an empty flagpole. There was no flag flying on this flagpole. America had been struck down, and the Lord allowed its takeover, its fall. America had fallen. And so now here's another reference to the woman being murdered. And these bombs are being made right in front of me. These workers are making these bombs. And and more references, and then seeing more references to the 4th of July and this Proliferation Treaty. And then Chad Crawford had a dream a few months ago, and he was walking through this field, and he heard Judgment is Coming to America 2018. I thought he said June in there, you guys, but when I went back to watch the video, no, he said he didn't know what month. There wasn't a month named. So, we don't know what month. As with everything, pray on it, you guys. Ask the Lord to confirm with you. Ask him, you know. And also, too, I had an audible over a year ago, and I heard the Lord say, the name of the next bowl to be poured out is Agnes. And when I looked up Agnes, in Hebrew, it's Hadassah. And Hadassah also means a sycamore tree. And that's another thing that was in his dream, you guys. He's seen a sycamore tree that had been uprooted and laid upside down or on its side or something like that, with the Proliferation Treaty. And all in the same dream with the 6 fires and the firecrackers in the sky. So, Hadassah also, Agnes also means a vertical fault in the crust of the earth. A fault line. That's also an earthquake. You know, that could be referring to an earthquake. And it also means a blue star, you guys. Also, too. So, yeah, that was crazy. So, I just see all these things coming together. And there's a whole nother wave of earthquake dreams, war dreams, invasion dreams, bear dreams. That's Russia. More China and Korea dreams. More another burst of rapture dreams. Another round of multiple moon dreams. Let me see if I could show you guys this picture I took of the sun. Let me see. Would that be it? No, that's my family. Let's see. Okay, this is a picture that I ran through a bunch of filters of the sun. And if you can see, there is a crescent glare of another planet that is right next to the sun. I was blown away. Can you guys see it? Oops. Here's another shot of it in a different filter. And there's chemtrails that are going all in front of this. This is chemtrails right here. Right in front of this planet that's by the sun. You could see the bottom rounded out part of it. And then you could actually see some of the features or discoloration, not too good in the filter with the clouds in front of it, but of the planet, like creams and browns and stuff. And then, but that is so crazy. And I showed it to my husband and he was like, wow. He was blown away. But all this like little white kind of stuff in front of it is chemtrails. Can you see it? This thing up here, that's the glare. Part of the glare. And then the glare would come down to the left. Down at the bottom of the sun on the left. This is up here to the right. So, but you could see it. The first filter I put on this picture, you could see it. And then I ran it through a bunch more filters and messed with the hue and everything, and then it slowly took more of a an image that you could see really good. So, yeah, I wanted to show that to you guys. But my husband's like, are you sure that's not a glare? I said, that's not a glare because there are clouds and chemtrails going across it. And he was like, oh yeah, how is that possible? It wouldn't be like that. The clouds would not go over the glare. So, yeah, that was my sun picture. And now I see there's a super, really thin crescent moon up here. And there's been a star that, I don't know if that's Venus or Jupiter, but it is so bright. Super bright. There's 2 bright stars next to the moon, but I just want to share that stuff with you guys and wonder how you feel about it. And I just feel like since I had that earthquake dream, I seen another kid's earthquake dream today. His mom was filming him in the car, and he said that his mom, he was in a car in his dream, his dad was driving, and he was in the back seat, and he got an emergency notice on his phone. And he looked at his phone, and it said there was an earthquake in California, and it said a 6.9. So that is my confirmation to the dream that I had a few days ago about the earthquake. When I looked at my phone, and I was screaming through the house, an earthquake's coming, and I looked at the phone, and it either said 6.9 or 9.6. So now I'm pretty sure that it was 6.9. And he said that when he was driving in the car, he looked out across the land, and there were just plumes of smoke filling the sky, all across, as far as the eye could see, because of this earthquake. And it was all bad, you guys. So anyway, I love you guys, and I just want to share this stuff with you. I think we're getting so close. We are getting so close, and to this tribulation starting, and this earthquake that's going to happen, and rapture, you guys. I don't know how much we're going to see before the Lord takes us with him, but just stay in prayer, you guys, and pray for the lost, and tell as many people you can about Jesus and his amazing love and his saving grace before it's too late. And all right, God bless you guys.